uh, volume for now. No, 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 no. We don't need the no. We don't need the whole the song and dance. We're good. This is our third time trying to start a stream today. We don't need all of this intro nonsense. Okay, we're starting off fresh. We're gonna crack a couple eggs. We're gonna make an omelet with Egnards. It's good to have all of you guys here. It's gonna be a damn good time having Egnards on. We are gonna challenge him to trivia. You guys are gonna choose the punishment of choice for me. We have the punishment for him a little bit planned out because we know what he doesn't like. Now we have to figure out what I don't like and what I don't want to do to my account, and so you guys are going to be choosing that. But let's pull in Egnards and let's start talking about it, because we got to figure out who's the true master of Star Wars trivia. And it's very obviously the guy who knows a little bit about everything, the jack of all nerds, Egnards himself. How you doing, Egnards?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
I am supremely alive. I'm a little upset at the power grid. The Beaver Dam's struggling over here.
Yeah, I think that the Beaver Dam just can't handle Egnards because I got home, your power went down. I get on with you, your power goes down. I think I am the common denominator here, and it's just my supreme awesomeness.
Not the word I would have used, but I'll accept it.
Eggsomeness?
Oh, okay, I'll accept that one. Okay, Mr. Math Boy, what's 7 hours and 36 minutes in minutes?
7 hours and 36 minutes? Oh my god, 7 hours times 6 is... 7 times 6 is 420, 456 minutes, I think?
Trusting.
Am I correct?
You are correct.
Oh my goodness, all right. And all that apple juice is coursing through my blood and I still got it.
Yes, AJ, we realized the timer. We just got it fixed.
Oh, man.
What's the cat's name? Is it also egg related?
So, great. We have two cats. There's one actually right here that we're going to try and pick up before she runs away. Oh, right. This fatty is Bruschetta.
Bruschetta.
She's very fat. She likes food quite a bit. She does not like being on camera. The other one who is just eating, her name is Rory Gilmeower, named after Rory Gilmore. I would love to say that my wife came up with that name, but it was me.
I loved the like the habitual reaching for the can right there and being, oh no, we need to go for the glass.
Oh, that's empty. Right. That one's empty. Forgot. It's in a glass. I'm classy, and you drink apple juice in a glass.
Of course.
As you can see, all my cans over here.
Yeah.
Let's move those.
Oh gosh.
Used to them being on the other side.
Yeah.
If you care, Bruschetta's nickname is Fatty McFatfat.
Love it.
And Rory's nickname is Poop Socks, and we call her Poop Socks because I can't grab her, she's run away, but she has white paws, her socks, and she steps in litter, so she's Poop Socks.
Fair enough. I'd introduce you to
cats.
Mara, which I'm sure you know Mara, but I actually don't know where she is right now. I think my roommate may have her in his room at the moment.
Is it like a weird Jar Jar cosplay going on right now?
I mean, we can put her in the... Have you never seen her in the Jar Jar mask?
I have never seen her in the Jar Jar mask. I've heard you tell me about her in the Jar Jar mask.
Oh, I feel like we gotta do that. Does anyone have a Jar Jar mask that they can redeem over on Twitch? Graphical, you're here. Do you have enough points for a Jar Jar mask to redeem?
How many points is that? I don't
3,000.
Oh, I only have 1.5 thousand.
Gosh, you need to watch my channel more.
You know what? I'm just gonna put you on in the background.
It just forced me to wear a Jar Jar mask permanently.
I do that on Bones' channel. He has a redemption, which is just me telling him to F off. It's my voice, so I watch his channel just to get points, just to get that redemption.
I love that so much. How was that in dollars? That's $5 in dollars, 100%.
So before your internet was destroyed by my eggsomeness, or I guess after, I did mention to you something that I wanted to say to you on the stream itself, because you had some people here. My favorite joke ever. I know that we're just getting into this. I don't know if you want me to wait till later or if you would prefer to hear it now. I'm gonna give you that choice. He's not even listening to me.
Yeah, I am listening to you. I was grabbing Mara though.
No, I know.
I am down for the joke right here, right now. Let's get Mara in her mask.
So I have to set this up. My niece at the time was about 6 years old. Cute little girl. I love her to death. And we were on a boat in Florida, like a little pontoon boat, when she told me this joke. Oh my God, I love it. I love it so much.
Mar Binks.
It is so worth it. Oh, I wish I still had my Jar Jar mask, but I stole it from my other niece and had to give it back. Oh man, I love it. It's worth it. It is worth it. So, I was on a boat with my niece, who was about 6 at the time, and it was a pontoon boat in Florida, by Sarasota. I don't know if any of your viewers even are near that area. And she wanted to tell me a joke, so she said, "Uncle Egnards." Obviously, my name isn't Uncle Egnards. Actually, I can tell you the name she calls me. It's Drunkle. So she calls me
Seems
Drunkle
fitting.
because me and my brother tend to have a few. She said, "I want to tell you a joke," and I said, "Okay, Alana, tell me the joke." She said, and this is my favorite Star Wars joke of all time, told to me by a 6-year-old. She said, "Why did the Ewok fall out of the tree?"
Why?
Because it died.
I love that so much.
It's been about 10 years. It is still my favorite joke ever.
To be
For a
told that,
6-year-old.
yeah, by a 6-year-old. Oh my gosh, I would die.
It was
Just like
the
the Ewok.
funniest thing.
Oh my gosh.
I still tell it, and when you tell that joke, you can't just say the joke because it's not funny, right? You have to like set it up, and the setup is so important to it. But I think it's so funny to me, and 10 years later, I still remember it. I still say it. I still remind her of it when I go upstate to see her, and I love it so much.
Why do elephants have red eyes? I have no idea, Heinricher. Let's hear it. Okay. So they can hide.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Nope. Yeah, no. I've heard this one.
I gotta follow your YouTube chat as well. I've got Twitch up here, and I'm like, what? Where are you? Who are you reading from?
Yeah, I do have 2 chats going at any given moment.
I know it's tough. The streamer's life. We're gonna pop that up too, so I can try to follow both, but it's gonna end in failure. There we go.
You ever seen an elephant in a cherry tree? No, I haven't.
I think I've heard this one before.
I have too. I
have this
they're
guy.
hidden.
I don't know if he pops on your chats at all. Hod. Do you know Hod?
Ooh, I haven't seen Hod in probably 6 months, but yes, I do know him.
Oh, so Hod pops into my brunch streams every Sunday, and he always tells me a dad joke, and it's like my favorite thing. He always opens with one, and I love it every single time. I can't think of any of them because I'm not smart and I don't have a good memory, but but every week I look forward to it.
My go-to just to make people upset, because I love making people upset with dad jokes. Because dad jokes, you're not trying to get people to laugh. That's not the point of a dad joke. The point of the dad joke is to make them suffer. That is the point of dad jokes. And so my go-to is always, why do ghosts love elevators?
Is it something about so many levels? I don't know.
They raise their spirits.
I love dad jokes. My new one that I've been telling people recently is, did you know that in like Norway and Sweden they put big barcodes on all of their ships?
I did not.
No, it's so that they can Scandinavian.
I like that one a lot.
I tell it to everybody. It's my favorite.
Oh gosh, one of my I think, did I mention this when we were talking? My proudest moment on stream.
I think so. I'm almost positive.
Yeah, when people were talking about what they were eating and drinking for dinner, and someone said Jawa juice, and I was like, oh, I've had Wookiee steaks before. They're kind of chewy, and I lost 3 viewers immediately, and I laughed so hard.
You did not tell me that, so I'm glad that you had said it.
Like, oh, I was so proud of myself.
It's 3 people pop in, and they just go, oh my god, no, this is the worst.
I'm out. I was on the fence, but now nope. Which, to be fair,
it's like Shark Tank.
All of you signed up for this. Every single one of you signed up for this. I did not try to hide this. This is my actual channel. Swaggo and chill, looking for dad jokes. Welcome home, my friend. That is the description of the channel. Like, that's been the description of the channel forever.
Speaking of Swaggo and chill, I just want all of your viewers to understand, because we were joking about this before the electricity. When you asked me to do this tonight, your selling point was, hey, we are opening an OnlyFans, and then you sent me a picture of you in a French maid's outfit.
This is true.
I didn't ask you for it. You just were like, here's a picture of me in a French maid's outfit.
I definitely think it was solicited. I'm almost positive it was solicited, so...
we're gonna have to go to the receipts for that one, but that was... I was like, okay, I'm down. If that's what we're doing,
if you reveal receipts, it's all the receipts, so I don't know how much you want actually revealed.
Oh, all of my AI porn photos? Yes, sure.
We did actually hit our goal to start an OnlyFans, so we are starting one.
Excellent.
What's going on there? We shall see.
Interesting. Do you know that OnlyFans was started not as a porn channel, but just as like a creator channel, and it just kind of evolved into a porn channel?
Oh yeah, I remember the CEO tried to like shut it down not too long ago because he like realized that like 95% of the platform was not what he intended.
And then when he tried to do that, everyone left, and he was like, "Oh, I guess we're going with this."
Yeah. I don't know if Heinricher's over here telling us fun facts or if he's actually trying to make a joke of some type.
Did Scandinavia under 1 liter for sure? Well, the Kalmar Union.
What do you call a man who left his family alone? I don't know. No, trivia has not happened. We have to decide the punishment if I lose.
Yes. So because Rabid Beaver has a phone like everybody in 2025. We were able to talk a little bit after the electricity incident, and we did decide that my punishment, for those of you in my community, I know that M3 is someone who I see on brunch. You guys know how much I hate the Phalanx Omicron. It is the only red one in my Gungans arsenal. I am almost positive I am the first person in the world to have R9'd my entire Gungan faction. I was doing this at the same time as Arnold. My Jar Jar mask was better than Arnold's Jar Jar mask.
He got the worst Jar Jar mask you can find. I'm just saying.
I got a great one, and I stole it from my niece. And she was like, "You can have it, but and I had to explain my channel to my niece, who then became a follower just to taunt me, just to do this. They'd have this mask. I'm probably, if I'm not the first person to have R9'd all of my Gungans, I am definitely in the top 5. It is the one red one in my Gungans because I refuse on principle. I have called Sig out and I said he was irresponsible on the event server for what he did with it. I have posted on Reddit about how to change it to make it even just suck, but suck enough less that I'd buy it. I have sent so many messages about this stupid thing, and I have agreed if I lose to do that Omicron, which would pain me more than anything else that you could possibly do to my roster.
So yeah, we have a thing that's gonna happen if he loses, which is this absolute pain. But for me, what could we possibly do as a thing on my roster that I would absolutely hate? You guys know me best. Tell me, what would it be? Would it be a specific Relic 9? Would it be a Omicron on some character that I despise? What do you guys think it would be? That's immediately Jornado comes in with one that's rough.
I see it. Krennic Omicron.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh gosh.
Krennic Omicron.
Why not the same punishment? I will show you why not the same punishment. I already have it.
Oh my god. Why? Why do you do this?
The only Omicron I don't have is the Tarples Omicron.
Which is so good for TB. It is so good.
But I only have Relic 5 Gungans, and there's not really a point with it if I'm only having Relic 5 Gungans.
That's true, but they do great at R9 though. They are amazing in TB at R9.
Yeah, but you don't GAC is just like, yeah. Okay, so Relic on Clone Wars Chewie, Jocasta New Omi. I mean, if we hit $2,000, we're Relic 9ing Jocasta New, so that's gonna be rough.
I want you to hit 1475 because I want my disguised clone trooper. Like, that's my whole goal to be here. That's why I'm still here.
True, that is still going on as long as we have Egnards on stream. If we hit
Well, actually, it would be 1505.
Yeah, if we hit
1505.
1505, not only when we hit 1505 will I be doing a Lightspeed bundle giveaway, but I will also buy Egnards, his disguised clone trooper, for day 1. Yes, the power did go out once to Wanga. Okay, let's see.
Wanga.
Relic 9 the Rose as well.
People in my guild would be like, what did you just do? What did you agree to?
Bosch raid
again,
Omi.
I said to you before, it was very nice to have that time because now I'm number 2 in my fleet and I can actually get my fleet crystals.
Maurice coming in with the 10 gifted memberships, kicking it off. We now only need $100 more, and we will get Egnards, a disguised clone trooper.
That's right. I need my clones.
Getting the timer up real quick.
So what is with the timer? Explain this to me.
Huh?
Well, the timer's moving up now because money went up. How does that work?
Yes. So this started out as a 10-hour stream, and then we keep going only as long as this timer goes up. And so it's only when we get donations. I'm surprised you don't know about this as a chronic Twitch, person.
So the way that I do Twitch is very different, I think, because I do brunch, right? It's called Brunch with Egnards on Sunday mornings.
Mm-hmm.
The only time I stream is when my wife is not here. And so Sunday morning, she is not a morning person. So that's the time I stream. And it's really just like a chat, do my TB, hang out kind of thing. It isn't really like, I love when people give me subs or donations. It is whatever, but like it's really just me playing the game and other people keeping me company. More than anything else. And see, even Allie secretly loves brunch, and she's a new brunch convert. After I burned, I feel like, in tribal communities where in sci-fi where you kill the leader and then they all submit. I feel like I took out her leader, Fat Phil, and now she's submitted, and she's like, oh, actually, he's the new king.
I love that. Yes, Milton. The answer is always yes. So to be fair, Micah, I did laugh at your joke, but Egnards was in the middle of talking, and so I didn't want to interrupt him and be like, dude, that's amazing. But I did like your joke. You didn't want to be rude. Yes. And Agent Milton, the answer is always yes. Okay, so gosh, the Krennic Omi is gonna kill me because I pride myself on only applying good Omicrons when it comes to GAC, and if I drop an Omicron, I gotta find a home for it.
Then you have to use him.
Yeah, there's not a way to use Krennic.
Oh, you're gonna have to. You can put out a guide, and people will watch it and.
Yeah,
here's this B- team.
How to make Krennic actually good, and it's like Lord Vader with Krennic.
I actually have never seen you because someone's asking about seeing the bottom of your roster, and I've never seen your roster before. So I guess I am curious. At 11.2 million, I feel like when I do roster reviews for people that high, I'm more interested in the bottom of their roster than I am the top of their roster.
Fair.
Okay, so you don't have Leia yet?
No, I do not have Leia.
What a scrub. No.
I know, right? It actually kind of screwed me when it comes to GL Ahsoka.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not. I mean, I get Watt, right? Watt, you get him for, I don't remember who, is it JMK that Watt is a
yeah, JMK
requirement for?
Until last week, my Watt Tambor was Gear 6.
I'm a foot guy.
Wait, who's a foot guy? Who's admitting to things they shouldn't be on the internet?
Oh, Zavor. We have the mixing of the communities here, and I'm just like, oh man, oh boy. Don't tell them that. I will tell you though, just because I did hear it. You know, like do you know Pee Wee Herman?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Pee Wee Herman, like he had his secret word, and like in the episode, he'd be like, "Oh," when the secret word came out.
Yeah.
My least favorite word in the entire English dictionary is the word absolutely.
Really?
I hate it more than anything else.
So
And you've
you
said it, I think,
absolutely
like 3
hate it.
times. I hate it so much. The word absolutely makes me cringe. It's like when people say moist and women cringe, right? Like absolutely is worse than that for me.
Interesting. I will not be doing anything with this information.
I really shouldn't tell people. I'm too open with that information. It's a mistake. But every time I hear it, I just kind of go like, oh, God. Oh, it's the worst. Ugh. See? And now they just kind of spam the chat with their absolutelys.
Absolutely moist. Oh, gosh.
Oh. To me, it's... I mean, while you're waiting for your poll.
Do membership upgrades add to the total? Yes, they do.
I feel like adverbs are a waste of the English language for the most part. Like, I don't think they're needed most of the time. So when you say, like, I absolutely love something, you're almost always being sarcastic. And it just annoys the hell out of me.
I absolutely love Egnards' channel.
Oh, I see what you did there. But if anyone in earnest were to say, I love Egnard's channel, I would know that it was ironic anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Just absolutely love, just say adore.
Oh. Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, just use I adore, right? Like, I love, I'm a fan of. Like, there's so many ways to say it without an adverb. So to me, that's a big thing.
I undeniably enjoy Egnar's channel.
It's better.
See, that one,
It's
it's basically the same piece though, which was what
it is. It's still an adverb, but it's better than absolutely. Absolutely is my moist.
The least relic-9'd character in the game? Ooh. Who would that be nowadays? Ugnaught? Right?
Is it? I forgot how to find that out. The apple juice is getting to me, but
Dude, I spent like probably 10 minutes on a stream trying to figure it out last time. Let's see if I can figure it out.
Yeah, do it. Let's see. Starling as a hero, relic characters. I think somebody on Phil's chat told me how to do it. Relic
Mob
player
Enforcer.
data. Well, actually, technically,
It's not
me.
SM33. Shut up. Oh gosh. Yeah, Mob Enforcer by literally one relic 9.
It's interesting that I'm surprised how low, I guess. Because
Hello there.
obviously there's people that have certain things, but I'm just surprised, like veteran smuggler Han Solo, I'd expect maybe had 100 or 200. I don't know. Krennic is down there, 15. It would really do well with your Omicron. Oh, it's Merchant Deer. Hey, buddy. My Australian friend.
Welcome Green Rust to the Beaver Dam. I don't know if I said it, but Michael Paluch, welcome to being damn amazing, I believe it was. Yeah, no, damn awesome. We got Potaru, welcome to the Beaver Dam. Perfect.
He's a pervert?
Who? What?
I heard pervert.
Yes. Okay, let's end it. Let's end the vote. 29 votes with 31% for Krennic Omi. Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to do some math. That's 15 votes.
48% for R9 Rose Tico.
What's 31% of 29 votes? That's
That's hard math. That's not the easy math that I do.
I mean, it's actually not bad. That's 9 votes. You just round up, 33% is 1/3 of a number, and then 29 polls.
Okay.
30 polls.
Sorry. Guys, you know what you should do? You should go to Rabbit Beaver for the math now. Go to him.
See, I just...
Stop messaging me. Go to Rabbit Beaver.
I just cheat at math, okay? I don't actually do math. Like right there, I didn't actually do 31% of 29. I just cheated.
No, go to him. I don't want any messages tomorrow or the next day. I want them all to go to Rabbit Beaver. You guys send him your math questions. I don't think you understand, like, I know you understand my DM situation. I'm sure you get tons of them. But the amount of people who expect me to drop everything I'm doing to tell them a math answer that's like easy, it's astronomical in a single day. Now he looks confused.
Sorry, no, I got a DM from someone and I was like, who the F is this? And so I think they're already flooding in.
There you go. That's what we're talking about. Strange DMs. What is the chance of getting an Omega on a Tuesday if it's sunny out and I'm spinning counterclockwise? Probably 0 because the drop rate of Omegas is crap. What is the square root of 33? I don't know, man. 3 times, let's see, 5 times 5, 6 times 6. So it's probably like 5.5 or something, 5.3.
Yeah, it'd be a real shame if everyone were to DM Egnards with a math question right now. Yes, for sure. I agree, the company. Okay, so if I'm doing my math right, then Relic 9 Rose is like the top one, even with the 2 votes from Twitch. So I guess that's what the punishment is. Let's see if we get it. Art thou ready?
Oh my god. This is gonna be... Because here's the thing is, like, when it comes to betting, I already accept that I'm gonna lose. Even if I'm gonna win, I already accept I'm gonna lose. I've had TB Wave Wars with guild members where we'll just like gentlemen's bet $5. Just for fun. And I'll beat him, this one guy, Bobblefett, every week, except for the weeks that we bet, is the 1 week that I'll get bad RNG. So I accept that I'm gonna lose, and I have the thought of having to do this stupid Omicron, and it's just terrible to me.
Dude, the Relic 9 Rose is gonna be, oh gosh, it's gonna be funny for like Arnold to find out that like I'm being forced to do it too, but like,
so
yeah,
you're gonna throw the match. Got it.
No,
Awesome,
abso-freaking-lutely not. I will fight you on this. Okay.
Oh, man. Okay.
And we are officially $80 away from me buying Egnards, his disguised clone trooper, and us becoming his sugar daddy. So,
yeah, it's my swugga daddy.
Yes, we'll go daddy. Like the new version of GoDaddy.com.
Because last week when I did the era battles, and I have the other 2 clones at R9, it took me 3 hours to fail to do the R9 tier. 3 hours. Ooh. And then it was like, no, it's over. And I really want, like, my only goal is to not have to deal with that.
Okay. So, best of 5. If we are at 4 and 4, then it keeps going until one of us is 2 points ahead.
2 points. Okay, so it's tennis rules.
Yeah.
What's that tennis movie that just came out? It's a great movie.
Tennis Elbow. I have no idea.
Zendaya. What was she in? It was a good movie.
Greatest Showman. Spider-Man.
Greatest Showman. Do you want me to sing The Greatest Showman? I can do it.
Absolutely.
I can.
If you do it, I'll give you an extra point.
Challengers is the movie. Challengers is the movie. There it is. I do routinely sing on stream. I will take songs from Broadway that I know, and I will just turn it into Star Wars. lyrics, and people are like, I'm going to see Zavor is like, don't tempt him, he'll do it.
Oh gosh. Okay, so what we are doing is we are doing trivia using 20-year-old Star Wars Trivial Pursuit that I found at my parents' house. And we are going to 5, and whoever loses, either he loses and he has to apply an Omicron that he absolutely despises, which is the Phalanx Omicron. It's a Galactic Challenge Omicron. Or if I lose, I have to match Arnold and do a Relic 9 Rose to pay for my sins and making his free-to-play account get a Relic 9. So, rules are, I will ask, and there are 5 questions on each of these cards. I will ask, and you choose a number between 1 and 5, chat. The first person to put in chat, 1 through 5, we will do that question and ask that question. So it could be the hardest question on the card, could be the easiest question on the card. Are you ready?
I'm sad, scared, a little lonely. I need to be held.
Oh gosh. Okay. First question. First number that shows up is going to be the 1. Every time I ask for a question, that's when people are going to be able to spam it with numbers. Okay, AR coming with the 3. I'm glad we're at least consistent here. So, first question for you, Egnards. Who calls Han Solo? Oh, this is a, hold on. I did this one on stream the other day. We're switching cards. Just in case you've been watching my streams and have seen me do a couple of these.
No, and that's fair too, because I appreciate you being a gentleman here, because, you know, you would know the answer to that one.
Yeah.
But the problem is people are gonna be like, oh, Egnards doesn't know Star Wars as much as he knows math. He's a phony.
Technically, there are 6 colors in Trivial Pursuit, but one of the colors is just all easy questions, and so I avoid it. Okay, number 3. What? Okay. Who mentions having crashed a Hayblibber belonging to his boss?
A Hayblibber?
Heyblibber. So Hayblibber.
I don't even know what a Hayblibber is.
Don't either. What is this? Don't look at chat.
I don't know. I have no idea. What is a Hayblibber?
Give us a guess. Who is it?
A Hayblibber given by his boss.
Yeah.
And this is the first 6 movies.
Yes, only.
God.
Although that
so
sounds like some
Solo.
episode 9 nonsense for sure.
Yeah, right, exactly. It's not Han Solo, it's not Chewie, because they don't have bosses. They are bosses. Jawa, Boba Fett, no. It's definitely, I'm gonna say it's prequel. It's at least prequel. I don't know the answer, so I'm gonna say my favorite prequel character, and it's Dexter Jetster.
It is Jar Jar Binks, apparently.
Oh, so you didn't know the answer either.
I didn't either. No, I had no idea on that one. I was like, wait, what? What is this?
Okay, so everyone's like, dude, it's Jar Jar. Like, how can you be a Jar Jar fan? And I want to just clarify something. I don't like Jar Jar Binks as much as everyone thinks that I do. I like how stupid Jar Jar Binks is. That is what's funny to me, is just how dumb he is.
Yep,
That
it's like
is what I resonate with.
the meme enjoyment.
And I recognized early on, before he came to the game, I recognized that Jar Jar Binks would just have a fun kit in the game. Right? I was like, this would be silly. And he does have a silly kit. And that is where my love of Jar Jar comes from.
Fair. Words clearly Gungan. Yeah, probably in retrospect, I could have guessed on that. But like, yeah, no, when I read that, I was like, I don't know. Okay. Number, guys. New question. This one's for me. Choose a number. Even get the insta kill with Dude, I got the insta-kill with Jar Jar like 15 times during the event, and I was so upset because it was always against the B1, so it didn't do anything.
I got an insta-kill against a R9 Saw Guerrero once, and it just made me so happy during like the Jar Jar Datacron era. And this is so funny.
Oh, I'm so jealous. Okay,
yeah,
I guess
like against the GL Leia. It was great.
Who confidently declares I will be Chancellor? This one's for me. That has to be Palpatine. Like, there's no one else it can be. I'd be so upset if it's not Palpatine. Okay, yeah, it's Senator Palpatine.
What was that? A 4? A 2? What was that one?
That was a 3.
It was a 3.
They chose another 3. Okay, next question, guys.
Should have nailed Egnards half the questions.
So you can give them to me.
What these guys need to do is start sending you money so that you send me money so that I don't feel as bad about losing this.
Right? Okay. Oh, this is an easy one. If you get this wrong, I'm ending the call immediately. What does Luke try and fail to lift from the murky swamp?
Yeah, on Dagobah?
Yeah.
The X-Wing?
C. Yes.
Okay, so we're 1-1 now. I was scared. I was like, was there something else that I was forgetting in that scene?
No, like that's it. Like some of these are like really, really obscure and pedantic, and then other ones are like, well, obviously.
All the era currency. I have so much era currency. I've been just spending on useless shit right now.
Seriously, I literally dropped like 60,000 this last Tuesday, and then I'm up to 88,000, and that's just from hitting the end of the era over and over again.
I was at 98,000 this morning, and then somebody this morning in my community was like, "Hey, you know, you do roster reviews for me a lot. Will you do another one for me, and I'll buy you an episode pass?" And I was like, "Okay, sure." So now I have to spend more because I don't want to get.
Yes. Which X-Wing? We need the name.
Ask Meathead.
Okay, this one is for me. Give me a number, guys.
I have a sticker for that.
Well, gosh, here's another easy one for me. Okay, what organization meets in a chamber lined with what? Why? Okay, you could have just said what organization meets in a chamber lined with repulsor lift platforms, but no, it specifically says 1,024 repulsor lift platforms. It's the Senate.
What kind of Senate?
The Galactic Senate.
Okay, because if you said that, because the Separatists also had a Senate.
Yeah, but they don't have 1,024 different hover platforms, do they?
But that's what I mean. Like, you had to clarify, you know, like on Jeopardy when they're like, we need you to be more specific.
Fair enough, fair enough. Sorry. It's Palpatine, guys. Because he is the Senate. Okay. New question, guys. We're 2 for 1 right now. Zeta order for Rey depends on if you're getting her to relic level immediately. If so, then it's going to be slightly different. But usually it's Sudden Whirlwind, Galactic Legend. If you're getting her to GL fast, if you're not getting her to GL fast, then you usually do Leadership instead, and then Lifeblood. And then the rest
Not to
just...
be pedantic here.
Shoot.
But she's always GL.
Huh?
Well, you said if you're getting her to GL fast.
Oh, sorry. Relic level fast. Shut up. I was thinking Galactic Legend Zeta, and so I said GL relic level. If you're getting relic level fast, then but I'll fight you. What was the number? 4K. What are the color? You deserve this. Yes, you deserve this. God. What are the color designations of the 2 Rebel fighter squadrons in the first Death Star battle?
Red and gold.
If I recall correctly, you are correct. Yes, you are correct. If only we had Rogue One in here. Okay. New question. Where's the numbers, guys? The numbers, Mason. What are
Why do
they?
you get easier questions? 4. 4, guys. 4. It's
3.
rigged.
Oh. Oh, it took me a second to read it a couple times and comprehend what I was reading. Oh, we're getting fuzzy again. Gosh dang it. Why is Streamlabs doing this to me? Okay. Curse you, Streamlabs.
Beaver has already read the question. And
yes,
he is just
who
thinking
tells
of his answer.
Anakin Skywalker that he has brought hope to those who have none? I think it's his mom. It's Shmi Skywalker. Yeah, it's Shmi Skywalker. I can't remember if that's at the end of her life or when he gets freed. Do you remember?
I didn't even remember the answer to that. I think I probably would have said the same answer, but I would have been less confident than you. Okay,
Sorry,
guys,
I
get a 1 now, right?
Is what a Cosmere reference, Zavor? I'm so lost. The answer is no. I did not make a Cosmere reference.
Zavor only knows Broadway. That's basically his entire life.
Well, Cosmere is the name of Brandon Sanderson's books, which I told you was one of the top 3 things that I know about. So, Robomelon said something that was autonomy soldiers. Okay, yep, yeah, got it. I was like looking through Zavor's messages and like thinking about what I said. No, okay, it was someone else in chat was talking about it. Yes, Men of Red and Gold. Okay. She said it after the pod race. There we go. Okay, so yeah, it was after he got freed. Yeah. Okay. New question. Give us a number.
1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
It's a 2.
Oh, I actually feel bad because if I lose a 2, I'm gonna feel like an idiot.
you say that like, you know, like a 5 is going to be more difficult than a 2 or something.
No, but if it's like a 5, I'm like, well, it was a 5, guys. Great burgers. They make you go to sleep, though.
Have you seen that one interview where that girl's interviewing? It's some of the Avengers. I can't remember who. It's some superheroes.
Is it the chicken shop lady? I love watching her.
No, I can't.
Chicken shop JD?
I have no idea. I've literally just seen this clip of her going like, if you had one place that you could teleport to, where you go to? Like for me, it'd be Five Guys, and they're like, Five Guys. I mean, you do what you want, but like, okay.
Can I tell you the first time I ate Five Guys? A buddy of mine, I was going to his house that night, and he messaged me. He texted me, and he's like, "Hey, do you want Five Guys?" And I was like, "Not really, but we could talk about it." And he's like, no, it's burgers. It's like, oh.
My family had these, but we house ruled it, so you had to get all 6 in the card in order to get any of the wedges. Dang, Robomelon, you guys were hardcore.
Oh, these guys were smart.
This one's a easy one for you. What am I at right now? I'm at what? Is it 2 to
3? Did I just get one?
No, you have not got you. This is yours right now. So 3 to 2 right now.
That was the joke was that you were saying this was an easy one for me,
Ah,
and then you asked the score, so I was saying 3, and
it's a tie. Yeah, Egg is 1 short. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. What object of Watto's does Qui-Gon manipulate using the Force?
Chance cube.
It's his chance cube, so you got it wrong. No, I'm kidding.
I'm kidding.
Oh gosh. Okay, 3-3. Anyone's got something? Give us a number.
5.
4. Who does R2-D2 tell Luke he is the property of? Obi-Wan Kenobi.
That's a 4?
They're not in level of hardness, my dude.
Oh, I thought they were.
They're in different like categories of like what it's about.
You made it sound like there were difficulties. And I was like, that's hard?
No. Okay. New question. Let's hear a number, guys. 1. Oh, who's the first character shown firing a blaster at a Minoc?
Those are those bird things, right?
I don't know. Are they?
I think that those are those bird things. And those bird things, I don't think are in the original trilogy. I think those are all prequels, right? How much time do I have?
We'll give you another 10 seconds.
Oh God. I don't know, man. I'm gonna say, why do I get the hard one? I'm gonna say Han Solo because why not?
You are correct. It is Han Solo.
Nice. So that was regular trilogy?
Yeah, Minocs are the things that were hanging on to the Millennium Falcon that scare the crap out of Leia when they're in the cave, in the worm.
Okay, so they are bird things.
Yeah.
Okay, so I sort of figured it out.
They're basically space birds that feed on power sources and ships.
Oh. Okay.
And the worm on the asteroid, it was Leia's. It was Leia's boyfriend.
Leia's
nice. Florinister is already coming in with the 5. I'm just gonna take that 5. What system on the Millennium Falcon does Han attempt to fix using a hydro spanner? I would assume the hyperdrive. I don't think they ever fix anything else in that forsaken ship. Yeah, the hyperdrive. At this point, we're basically just, yeah, I'm at 5, you're at 4, so we're 1 away from each other. So we're just going until someone gets it wrong.
I'm just waiting for somebody to screw up, and that's gonna be me, and that's okay.
Okay. Dating's a strong word. They were having some sibling love.
They were sexting.
Yes, that's a good way of putting it. Okay, so what is the number, guys? New question. 1. Okay. Ooh, interesting. I like the question. I don't think it's a super hard one though. Who does Darth Sidious? Okay, shoot.
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Should I stop saying I think this is easy so that way you don't feel dumb?
Okay, so that's what I was gonna say. I was like, I hate when you say that because I'm like, this is right. We're both in our own way. We have the tism, right?
Yeah.
And mine is math, and yours is Star Wars. So you're like, oh, this is easy, and I go, okay, I need to know this, but I know I'm not.
Who does Darth Sidious intentionally mislead in saying, "When my new apprentice Darth Vader arrives, he will take care of you"? Like this, as I read that quote, the tone of voice literally just played through my head too.
Wait. Can you read the question again?
Who does Darth Sidious intentionally mislead in saying, "When my new apprentice Darth Vader arrives, he will take care of you"?
Arrives. So this, what the fuck is his name? The Viceroy, which is it's Gunray, right?
You are correct.
I couldn't remember if it was him or the other one. But I couldn't remember the other one's name, so it didn't matter.
Yeah. Brother Newt. Yes. Okay. Solid, my dude. Okay, number. I was like, dude, you said the Viceroy. I'm like, bro, he used to be meta in this game. Like,
you just gotta give me. I have to go through my thought process.
Florester, you're giving me stuff that I don't understand. 2 it is. What Jedi asked if he intends to kill Chancellor Palpatine? Answers, I would certainly like to. It's Anakin. That was easy. Newt was meta. Yeah.
Getting the easy ones.
Newt used to be really good. It was like one of the starter teams back before like GL rushes became a thing. Like that was Nooch's last like starting account that he did before GL rushes started. Anyways, give us a number, guys. One of these cards is gonna trip one of us up.
I'm sure it's gonna be me first, and I promise you that, and that's okay. But I'm
okay. Who shies away from an official Senate function claiming I'm not brave enough for politics? Some of these are just so.
Brave enough for politics.
Maybe it's just because. Yes, maybe it's just because I grew up with the prequels hardcore, like they're ingrained.
So I grew up with the prequels too, but like again, like I love movies. I'm a big fan of movies, but I watch movies one time. And
yeah, and like as a kid, you're like my brother watched Star Wars Episode 2 like 6 times in a day. My grandma lost her mind and took it away. Like as a kid, you watch these movies like again and again and again, but you were a little bit older, so you would have watched them like once or twice and kind of moved on.
So I remember the original trilogy, watching them on like TNT, like the whole trilogy, back to back to back, because that was the only way you could see them.
Mm-hmm.
For the prequels, I've seen each of them maybe 3 or 4 times total. I did see, I don't know if you've ever seen the Conan clip of Triumph the dog at the Attack of the Clones premiere. Okay, so at the Attack of the Clones premiere, Conan O'Brien sent Triumph the dog, which is just like this dog puppet, and it was at the Ziegfeld Theater in New York City, and it was a line, like an 8-hour long line of people like doing lightsaber battles, and Triumph the insult comic dog would just interview people and make fun of them. It's a very funny 20-minute clip. I saw Revenge of the Sith at the same theater for the opening show at midnight. And I remember being in that 8-hour line, and because 2-3 years earlier they had this thing, there were so many like amateur filmmakers trying to replicate the same thing. And what I do remember is my brother, who is 10 years older than me, he was having none of it. And yeah, exactly. So Daniel knows what I'm talking about. My brother was having none of it, and he was wearing the Jar Jar mask that I wore on my Jar Jar Unlock stream. And a bunch of like amateur filmmakers came up to us and started talking to us, but my brother in his mask refused to talk to them. And I was probably 17 at the time, maybe 18. And I remember talking to these guys, but like screwing with them. So I was like, you know, they would ask me questions, and I'd be like, oh, I don't even know what Star Wars is. And they're like, what are you talking about? And I'd be like, oh, well, my brother, he's on the spectrum, and like, this is his thing. Like, this is his favorite thing in the world. And like, he's nonverbal, and I just want to take him to see this movie. I've never seen any of the other ones. Like, I don't even know what Star Wars is. I just know that he loves it, and I wanted to take him to this thing. And these guys were like looking at us. Remember, this is like 2008, right? Now you go, oh, that's so cute. Then they're like, I don't know what to do with this information.
Yeah.
And I'm 17 with my hands in my pockets, like, yeah, no. He's not gonna talk to you. He doesn't talk. He can't speak. But
oh
like,
my
we bond.
gosh, I love that.
So I saw it at the same theater. It was a very, but again, like I've only seen it like 2 or 3 times because I was growing up at that time.
Yeah.
I was 18.
Makes sense.
Oh,
Okay.
hey, it's Mara.
Yeah, someone
Mara
redeemed it
time.
Mara time. So.
I almost. Oh, sorry, Mara. I only have 1.6 thousand.
No. Naughty. Okay. Sounds good, Xavier. Apparently Xavier is having the same problem I was. We need a number, guys.
And it's your turn, right? I just got the answer. Yes.
Yeah, you got a new gun ray. So.
Okay.
4. Who mutters on Geonosis, the Jedi must not find our designs for the ultimate weapon? Ooh. I feel like that's also him. Hold on, let me think.
I think we need to be able to see both of Rabid Beaver's hands so he doesn't turn over the card. I'm just screwing with you. Don't look at chat. Don't look at chat. Get that blindfold.
This is gonna kill me. It's down between 2 people, but I can't remember who says it. It says the word mutters, and it makes me think.
We say we get 10 more seconds. Is that what it was before?
I'm gonna lock
We'll
in
use
Nuke
your-
Gun Ray.
Nuke Gun Ray? Okay.
Yeah.
Who is it?
Yeah, it was Poggle the Lesser.
Oh, your chat did say it was Poggle the Lesser. So now
I was like
tied.
almost. Yeah. Now we're tied. I was almost positive that it was Poggle the Lesser, but I'm like, But it says mutters. That sounds like something that would be, like he. How can you tell that the Geonosian is muttering and not just saying it? Like.
I'm gonna scoot away from my mic for a second and just do a. Are we not entertained?
Oh gosh. Okay, he purrs.
He's a bug. He vibrates.
Okay, give us a number. Okay, 4.
Chitters.
How many credits does Han get in advance to take the Rebel heroes to Alderaan?
This is the first movie.
Yes.
And this is on Tatooine.
Yes. Keep buying time.
Well, listen. How long did it take you to get?
Yeah, fair. See, like some of these are like really easy, and then other ones are just
like
really
specific.
Yeah, other ones are just super like
I don't know,
just a little nitpick.
The problem is when we talk about economies, I'm like, I don't remember what the economy was, so it's like a silly thing. But we're talking about 1977, right?
Mm-hmm.
And 1977, our economy is way different than now. So what George Lucas would have said. $10,000.
You are incorrect. Now, before I reveal the answer,
Okay.
yeah, I'm impressed. I was going to say, DT, if you think it's so easy, I need to know if you actually know the answer. Yeah. He asks for 10 up front. Ben says 2K now, 15 when we get there. 2,000 credits is the correct answer.
Daniel's autistic. And I can say that because I love him to death and I talk to him all the time, but he is.
Okay, give us a number, guys. Well, we were waiting for someone to goof up, but then it ended up being we both goofed up in a row.
Double
So,
goof.
1. Who refuses to enter his ship's conference room, noting, "I'm not going in there with 2 Jedi." Oh gosh, I don't remember that guy's name. I can see the guy. I know he speaks the same, as they call it in the background, space Asian accent that Newt Gunray does. I don't remember his name. Yeah, that's what they call it. Spasian. Oh my gosh, what is it? I got nothing. Yeah,
Steve Jobs.
yeah, I'm gonna go with Jabba the Hutt. Yeah.
I believe
Doesn't
this
even-
is the beginning of episode 1, so I don't think you're correct.
Yeah, it's Dalte Dauphine. Dauphine?
Is this the?
So
is this the beginning of episode 1?
Yeah, so it's the other Neomoidian that's with Newt Gunray that blows up on the ship at the end.
Going into there with 2 Jedi.
Yeah,
Something
exactly.
like that. This
Whoa.
impossible. They do that?
It's not Japanese, it's space Asian, according to the bonus
Listen,
features of
I'm
episode
learning
1.
Korean, so it's fine. Like, I'm basically Asian. Silence.
Gosh. Yeah, sorry, I was like reading through chat. I'm like, Hako, dude, I haven't read that in forever. Okay, give us a number. Let's see if we can't give him a hard one.
Yeah, guys, now we're tied, right? Are we tied at 5? Is that what's happening? We're basically at 0, right? Is that what we're saying?
Okay. Who sits up on the floor of the Geonosian arena convinced he had a peculiar dream?
Wait, what?
Who sits up on the floor of the Geonosian arena convinced he had a peculiar dream?
Geonosian Arena.
Don't look at chat, remember.
Chat is on this side of my screen right now.
Sure. Well, you have your phone down there searching it up.
I wish. So in that room would be the Geonosians, would be Jango Fett, would be Count Dooku, Jango wouldn't say something like that.
10 more seconds. And luckily I have a timer on screen that I can look at.
I'm gonna say had the most peculiar dream.
Last chance. I've given you 20 seconds.
Okay, I'm gonna say it's not Django. I'm gonna say it was Count Dooku. I don't know.
It was C-3PO. After he gets his head reattached, he sits up.
3PO can't dream.
DT over here with the elf says peculiar.
And so I'm like, that sounds like something a droid would say, but I'm like, droids can't dream.
Dude, we're going play for not getting these right, dude.
The stupidest ones.
Django's decapitated head waking up like Deadpool at the end of OG Wolverine. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, give us a number for the next one. Let's see if we can finally get one right. 1. I don't know. Would those be considered feet? Who steers his pod racer with his feet? Electric.
Oh,
Who steers his pod racer with his feet? I would assume they're talking about Sebulba. Are those technically his feet? Yeah, it's okay. It is Sebulba.
I was like, oh, how did you not know? I was like, does he not know that one?
Yeah, no, I guess. Yeah, because he uses his like arms, his legs, and then his feet as like his actual thing he manipulates with. That's right. That's freaking weird. My initial thought was Ben Quadraneros as well, Maurice.
The big head.
Yeah, it's the one that his pod doesn't work at the beginning, and then he goes and
he has, like, the giant head.
Yeah, he's the one who I mained in Star Wars Racers Revenge, which still holds the record for most sales of a sci-fi racing game.
That's a very specific title.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Okay. Give us a number, guys. He looks like an egg. Yes, he could play Humpty Dumpty.
Oh, me? I could play him.
Yeah, there you go. He'll play Ben Quadraneros. Looks like something went wrong with Ben Quadraneros' power coupling. 3.
See, what is this thing? You're like, I know every line from the movie.
Episode 1, as I said, my brother watched it 6 times in a row. I was sitting there watching it with him 6 times in a row. Episode 1 lives rent-free in my head to the point where some of the sound effects of Star Wars Episode 1 blend into the soundtrack for me. Like, I listen to the soundtrack and I'm like, where's this sound? Oh, it's an actual sound effect in the movie. Hold on. So, like, you could play a piece of, like, lightsaber combat from Episode 1 and I'd be able to tell you what part of the movie it is. Yeah.
It's the lightsaber part at the end.
Exactly. Who sighs? Sometimes I just don't understand human behavior.
Okay, so not a human.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I don't understand human behavior. Is this an alien or a fucking droid? I want to say C-3PO.
Is that what you're locking in?
Yes.
Okay. Let me double check. Yes, it's C-3PO.
Oh, thank God.
Dang, I thought I had that one on you. I was like, oh, I might win.
But you know what? Like, I made that mistake before with the last one where I was like, this is like, droids can't dream, right? Like,
yeah.
What I'm going to ask you to do, though, because we've had this interesting stream where your power has gone in and out, and I've had a lot of apple juice. I'm going to ask you to entertain your chat for maybe like a minute and a half while I go to the bathroom. Is that possible?
How? Yeah, go for it. My refresh just hit. I can do my double drops, so go for it. Oh, did they not? It's 1 more hour. Oh, fine. Then we'll do something. I don't know. We'll clear out room in my raid rewards, so I can actually accept my stuff from my guild. Guild activity. Can Mara sit on Egg's chair? I wish. Okay, here's a question for you guys. Green Rust Lightspeed bundles are coming out over time throughout the mobile and the online. So right here we got the total ones. So today is the 6th, so we just had Jedi Vanguard come out and Maul's Lightspeed bundle. Tomorrow we're getting Mando Outcast and Versios. The 9th we're getting Resistance Rising and Supreme Leader. Finalizer and Radis come on the 11th, and then on the 12th the Smuggler Lightspeed bundle, and then on the 13th Gas and Jabba's coming. Hey Pigster, welcome. No, you spend your refreshes. It's your double refreshes that you do for the third day. So like the 100 crystal refreshes you do right before refresh on the triple drop day.
Correct. Do not actually use them tomorrow.
None of my refreshes? I thought it was only the second set of refreshes.
No, here's what you do tomorrow. For those of you that are going into the triple day, and I am the math guy, and this is the important thing to remember, is that on the 7th, use your energy as normal, but your goal is to end the day having done no refreshes and being as close to 144 as possible. Now, I'm someone who doesn't care about plus or minus 10, 20 energy. So like if I get to 100 of a 144, I don't care. Like who cares? It's 2 battles. But my basic idea and my basic goal is like tomorrow morning, I'm gonna use my energy and I'm just gonna let it go through the day. I'm gonna collect my bonus energy. I just don't want it to cap. Then before I go to bed, I do all of my refreshes to set them up for the next day. So you don't want to waste energy, any energy or refreshes for double drops, but you also want as much of it as possible to go towards your triple drops. This has been Math with Eggs.
I don't like eggs with my math.
What kind of eggs do you like?
Yes.
Yes, just yes.
I have yet
Rich
to
people?
find a way of eggs that is not good to me.
You know, I don't want to seem rich right now, but I have a full 12. I have a dozen eggs in my fridge.
Whoa.
But it's only because Stop and Shop gave me free eggs for Easter if I spent $100. But like, what would you? What's your go-to? Like, you go to a diner and then you order eggs. What's your go-to egg order?
My go-to is actually usually scrambled.
Interesting. Do you like them more on the dry side or more on like the curdy side?
I like them creamy. Like,
okay, so we
perfect,
like the opposite.
Perfect egg for me is Gordon Ramsay eggs, and that's
He
how
likes them very creamy.
And that's how I make them at home. And then when I go to restaurants, I mean, I'll eat anything, honestly. So
I prefer, if I'm making scrambled eggs, I prefer them on the drier side, but I prefer a sunny side up personally.
If I'm doing scrambled eggs and making like a sandwich out of it, I like them a little bit more dry.
And also, by the way, I don't want to derail this. I know it's your question. We're tied right now, but you're the second tier up, so that means that you could be one ahead of me here. My other hot take here is that pancakes don't need syrup, and I promise there's a point here. Pancakes are elevated by syrup, but a good pancake doesn't need syrup, and the best condiment to pancakes is actually the egg yolk from your sunny side up eggs.
Agree and disagree. I used to be a Fruit Loop that didn't like syrup on my pancakes because I didn't like sweet things that much. And so
Okay.
I would just eat pancakes by like with my hands and just eat them. But raspberry syrup, specifically raspberry birch syrup, is my favorite thing in the world to put on pancakes, and I think trumps everything else. I don't like eggs with my pancakes though. I do like sunny side up eggs in the runniness going into my hash browns. I do like.
Okay. Similar. Now, when you say birch syrup, I know you're talking about like birch, the tree, but are we talking about, because I'm not familiar with birch syrups that much. Are we talking about like the Aunt Jemima of birch syrups, or are we talking about like legit birch syrup?
Legit birch syrup. So I grew up in Alaska, and in Alaska every year there's the Alaska State Fair, and that was in my hometown. And so it doesn't make sense to actually harvest and use birch syrup in most cases. Birch syrup is 100 gallons of birch syrup harvested from trees equals 1 gallon of actual syrup. Whereas for maple syrup, it's 10 to 1. And so it's 10 times easier to get maple syrup than it is birch syrup. And especially in Alaska, I don't know if this is worldwide, but in Alaska, the time period in which you can harvest birch syrup is 2 weeks. And so it makes it completely nonsensical to actually harvest birch syrup as like you sell this in stores. But they'd sell birch raspberry syrup at the Alaska State Fair, and we get it every year. And just beautiful. Absolutely amazing.
That makes sense, because I actually just learned maybe a month ago that birch syrup was actually a thing from a Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend podcast episode. I was curious because, like, with maple syrup, obviously you have like the crappy corn syrup kind of garbage, and then you have like legit maple syrup, and they taste completely different. So I didn't know. I wanted to gauge what you were talking about.
Yeah, that's fair. Maple's 41. Thank you. So it's 3 times easier.
Okay, so now it is your turn.
Yes, choose a number, guys. I'm worried for Green Rust. Is Green Rust part of your community?
Green Rust is he is an Australian. He's a great guy. He's been doing some content creation recently. I know he did it for a while, and then something happened in his life, and then he stopped and he came back. And what I actually like about his content is he like does his GACs as like a sports announcer. And it's kind of cool to listen to, because it's not like how most people do it. It's kind of like how you'd watch a hockey game.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy though.
Yeah, it's just the whole what he just said was interesting to see in my chat.
He's an Australian, so they're very vulgar.
Yeah, fair.
And that's all with love.
Anyways, number 5. What treaded vehicles are shown crossing the Jutland wastes? Sandcrawlers. Sandcrawlers. Fun fact, the Sandcrawlers were actually almost caused an international incident because they got too close to a border while filming, and the other country thought that they were testing a new type of experimental tank. Okay. Give us another number. We got a question for Eggs. One of these days we'll have one that we lose. Right?
I'm gonna slip up soon.
Okay, what does Han ask? Aren't you afraid the Empire's gonna find out about this little operation? Or sorry, who does Han ask? Who does Han ask? Aren't you afraid the Empire's gonna find out about this little operation? I was like, that didn't make sense the first time I read it. I was like, who?
I was gonna say, I was like...
Yeah, they also did build the Death Star.
This is like Empire. Lando? Maybe.
The answer is Lando. You are correct.
Okay.
Good job. How big were the Sandcrawlers while filming? I actually don't know offhand.
I did say good things, Merchant. I did. And I know it's confusing because you say he's Green Rust and I just know him as Merchant Deer on Discord, but it's the same person. I was saying good things.
Okay, we need another number. This is gonna go on forever, dude.
That's okay. I want my disguised clone trooper. So like we'll go on forever until I get him.
Okay, 2 it is. We got both Twitch chat and YouTube coming together for once in their lives. Who happens to be tethered to Jango Fett when he boots the bounty hunter off a slippery ledge? Allie over here voting against you.
Allie knows that I don't know Star Wars. I'm playing like Jeopardy. I'm using context clues.
I can tell. You're like, well, it's original trilogy. It's...
I'm just like narrowing things down.
Yeah. Don't look at chat. Get out of here.
No, it's your turn.
Is it my turn?
Yes. What
Oh,
are you
it's
talking about? I just answered the question.
Oh, my bad. It's Obi-Wan. It's obviously Obi-Wan, guys. Bro, like, the way that like, he boots it, I was like, yeah, okay. Give me another number. Dude, I'm getting to a point where I'm like, I'm losing my mind. Give us another number. 4. Please be a hard one. Who discovers Princess Leia's wrecked speeder bike on Endor? I feel like that's a hard one for some people. But, like, Galaxy of Heroes players, probably not.
Why Galaxy of Heroes players?
Because, like, if I were to ask a Galaxy of Heroes player who's the guy in charge of the AT-AT in episode 5, and I showed them a picture of the person, they'd be like, oh yeah, that's Veers. But if you asked anyone else that didn't play Galaxy of Heroes, they'd be like, I don't know. A dude with a stupid helmet?
I think you're trying to throw me off because it's Wicket. It's definitely Warwick Davis.
You're correct. And holy crap, that is a really nasty fart, Mara. Ugh.
But like to me, like I know Warwick Davis pretty well because of like of Willow, and like that's when you talk about like 80s, 70s, and 80s movies, a bad guy's not gonna find a good guy's shit. You know what I mean?
Sure.
That might happen now.
Was clearly chat. Yeah, chat. Stop farting. Oh my gosh. No, you are Green Rust. You went back to see what was said. It was just.
Yeah, my chat is very different than your chat. My chat is like F this, F that, F this.
As long as the vulgarity doesn't get out of hand, I don't mind you guys swearing.
Wait, do you see? I've been very family friendly for the last hour.
Yeah, he did not say the F word about 20 minutes ago when he couldn't get a question.
No, that was in your first stream before the power went down.
Number. Even Thrawn, I thought he looked stupid in that helmet, Shaq 2. What Jedi Master pioneers a technique to remain one with the Force after the physical body is gone?
Chirrut.
Did you say Chirrut?
Chirrut. I am one with the Force. The one Force is one with me.
Is that your final answer?
No, it's your question.
Is it?
Yes.
When is it your question? Oh yeah, yours was Wicket. Okay, I remember. What was the question I just asked you? Dude, I am so lost right now. I need to drink something. Hold on. I'm so tired.
Have some apple juice. Do you see how he keeps... This man should be R9ing his Rose Tico. He keeps cheating. And then going to Taco Bell.
I'm drinking out of his forehead.
Taking a long time to answer this question.
Okay, I don't even remember the question. Let me look at it. Which Jedi Master pioneers? It's Qui-Gon. Yes, it's Qui-Gon. Okay, give us a number. 4. What does Qui-Gon use to wager for Anakin's freedom? We're gonna start going quickly here, so I can keep track.
Wait, you had like 4 minutes to do this.
Oh, take as long as you need then.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, let me take a drink. Let me sip. Let me chill. Oh, I have to reread the question. Oh, it's not your question.
I asked the question and I forgot about it because it was your question. He was like, I'll just wait for it.
So he's on Tatooine. He doesn't have anything. He's not gonna wager people. It has to be the Naboo cruiser.
Does that get specific enough?
That's specific enough.
Huh? I mean, yes.
That's specific.
What you're saying is specific enough. It's incorrect, but it's specific enough. I was curious if it was going to tell us the model of like Anakin's pod racer or anything like that. But no, it was Anakin's pod racer.
Oh, damn. Shit.
Yeah. The ship was the ship was for his buy-in, not his
Wait, so read the question again.
It was for Anakin's freedom.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that like the secondary thing?
No pod is worth 2 slaves, not by a long shot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Obi-Wan did say maybe the Queen's wardrobe. Yes. Okay. Give us a number. I'll be fast on this one. 3. What character is Qui-Gon described as someone who gives without any thought of reward? Dang, I actually like shiz. Anakin. That made me think. Yes, it's Anakin. Okay. It is now. Yeah, it is now 6, or not 6-4, but equivalent of 6-4 at this point. It's like
it is whatever.
16-14 or 105 to 103.
Okay.
Goodness gracious.
I'm gonna just help you out here. I hate this. I really hate this.
Are you gonna do it live on stream? Let's do it.
I'm gonna do it live to you, but I mean, it's up to you whether it's on stream or not.
Oh, it's gonna be shown. Yeah. Okay, you're up.
Oh, what did I get here? Stall.
Looks like he's faded out of his mind. I think both of us are at this point, bro.
Piss me off.
Oh my god.
I've been drinking, to be fair, but you know what? I'm happy that I lost on a question where it was like, oh well, actually, not like you're completely wrong. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like what you chose was wagered for something, but just not the thing that was being talked about.
Oh wait, not Phoenix. Gungans. Again, this like pains me. I don't think you understand. Like tomorrow, I'm not going to like go on Discord and be like, "Look, I finally did this thing." It's an embarrassment to me, and I'm gonna hide it from everybody so that nobody knows. Like look at all of my Gungans have great mods. I have put a lot of effort into these guys. And then I have this.
Yep. But it's the best Omicron. Come on.
I don't even get the event server like special tag anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't even know at the start I get 10 stacks of plasma shielding, enemies can't assist. At the start of the encounter, whenever an enemy is defeated, all Gungan allies gain 100% evasion. Whenever a Gungan ally uses a special ability for the next 2 turns, all Gungan allies have 50% offense. Whenever it's so useless. Like, does anybody? Don't tell Phil, Allie. Please don't tell Phil.
She's totally gonna tell Phil, dude.
Don't tell Phil. That's gonna.
Do it.
Hold on. You're back.
Okay.
My man, this is maple bacon whiskey.
Oh, wow.
I don't have the Jar Jar mask. I wish I had the Jar Jar mask. I really, really do wish I had the Jar Jar mask. My niece took it back.
Mask. There we go.
God.
Do it.
It's done.
Yeah.
I hate this so much. I really do. Like this, it pisses me off. More than anything else. When we were talking about this, and you had asked, do you want to wager like subs or do you want to wager something in game? And I had said, oh, something in game is more fun. I kind of would rather send you money than having done that.
Oh, I love it.
Like, our original wager was what, 5 subs, which is like what, like $25, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
I'd rather give you $50 than have done that.
Oh, it was beautiful.
That is the worst possible thing that a person could possibly do, or at least that I could possibly do.
Oh, yes. Oh,
And
you wanted it off? Okay.
Today that I was gonna lose, but I thought I was gonna lose money, not dignity.
Porque no los dos. Who got off easier, Arnold or Egnards? I think, honestly, that I think we probably had Arnold get off easier out of these two.
I think Arnold got off because, like, so for people at our level, right? Like, we have a lot of back-end material. So we can do an R9. And especially Arnold, he is the biggest content creator for this game. He makes a lot of money from playing the game, which also affords him a lot of opportunities outside of this game for other games as well. Doing an R9 to him is nothing. It's just, to like, be fair, this character sucks, R9 him.
To be fair, it was an R9 on his free-to-play account.
Okay.
Yeah.
But still, like, if I had a second account, right, my second account is like my fun account. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
For me, this isn't about money. This is not about materials. When I did my wave war with Fat Phil, I spent like 40,000 crystals worth of crystals to make sure I won that wave war. This is about dignity. This is about my principle as a player to not do this Omicron. This has been my fight for the last 1 year, to get this Omicron changed so I could apply it. In fact, I'm gonna message Meathead right now, and I'm gonna tell him I'm doing it, because Meathead sometimes answers me. And it's what? It's like 6:30, and that doesn't matter. So we're gonna do, what are they? They're Gungans. We're gonna take a screenshot. And we're gonna message Meathead right now. And we're gonna tell him, and he's gonna be like, I don't care. And I'm gonna be like, I don't care if you care.
Yoder,
I messaged him today about CX2, and he never answered. He messaged me back, but he never answered me.
Yoder, that's not the raid Omicron. That's the Galactic Challenge Omicron.
This is the Galactic Challenge Omicron. That's why it's so bad to me.
Oh gosh, I love it so much.
Game right now. Lost a bet. Did the Phalanx Omicron last red one on my whole Gungan team. Also, I love you. That's it. No context. Just telling him that. That's all you get. I have the raid Omicron. That's the whole thing, right? Like, doing an Omicron at our level is not a big deal. This isn't about materials for me. I was one of the first, if not the first person, to R9 my entire Gungan faction. And I expected to do all of the Omicron so that there was no red ones on this entire account for Gungans. And when the Phalanx Omicron came out, I said, no, this is wrong. I'm not doing it. I'm taking a stand. This hurts me at my soul. It doesn't hurt me, like, ability-wise. I have plenty of Omicrons. I can do, I don't care. Like, I'll do any Omicron. That hurts me at my very core as a person.
I love this so much.
It hurts. It does. And now, like, I don't have a platform anymore. I can't. I have a whole Reddit thread about changing the Phalanx Omicron to not even to be useful, just to be useless less. It's worth applying. It's like finding out that Mr. Rogers was an alcoholic. That's what this is like for anyone in my community right now.
Dude, okay. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah.
I had to explain to chat who Mr. Rogers was.
That's how you know you're old. You're starting to get old. Mr. Rogers was he was the man. Mr. Rogers, it's a well-known thing. Other people know this. And if you don't know Mr. Rogers, you don't know it. But one time in like the 80s, a blind girl wrote into him and said, "Hey,
Oh, the
I'm
fish.
worried about your fish." Yes.
Yeah.
And after that, he very specifically made a point to tell everybody when he was feeding his fish. Specifically because of that letter. Like, Mr. Rogers was just the nicest person. And he answered all of his fan mail. And he was so legitimate in everything that he did. I don't need to be the biggest content creator, but I want to be the Mr. Rogers of this game.
Fair. That is a fair goal.
That's what I want to do. That's my job. That's my goal. That's my description. That's what I want from this game, is to be the Mr. Rogers of this game.
Hold on 1 second.
I want to be the Bob Ross. Gonna be being a happy little tree. Oh, Allie. Oh my God! I see my Discord and people. Somebody who fucking. Oh crap! I did it. I cursed again.
How dare you? Trevor Boy Gaming coming in with the raid. Thank you so much, my friend. I am not at all doing this on the side, guys. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not at all making a YouTube short of Egnards putting on this.
Somebody literally just put it on my Discord. Dan, I hate you right now. I literally do. It's just, oh God. It's like the worst thing in the world on my Discord seeing that. Is seeing just a picture of me doing the GC Omicron for phalanx.
I will finish editing that right before I go to bed and make sure it gets posted tomorrow morning.
I just need Reddit to not know about it. That would be great, because I'll never hear the end of this. It's awful.
Trevor Boy Gaming, AstroDB.
I hate it. I feel dirty. Like, I need a shower. I'm a morning showerer, but I need a shower right now.
I used to have a roommate that anytime he pooped, he would go shower. And that was his only reason that he wouldn't poop in public.
Can I just say, for people on your stream who don't want to send you money, I like to do ads, fake ads, and well, they're not fake because I do believe in these companies. Bidets are the way to go, and Tushy Bidet makes a great bidet. I have one. It's amazing. You don't have to feel dirty after you poop. It just shoots a stream of water up your butt, and your entire butt is clean. And I, as a 37-year-old man, was always not sure about them. In fact, I lived with a guy who had one, and I lived with him for 2 years, and I never used it. And then I went to Korea 2 years ago because my brother lives there. And I tried one for the first time, and within 24 hours of being home, I bought a Tushy bidet. And I recommend them to everybody. And everybody should get a bidet. You don't need to shower after you poop. Go buy one. if you want to support me getting a second bidet for my second bathroom, message me first and I'll give you a promo code. But I don't even care. Just get a bidet.
Oh my
Bidets are
gosh.
amazing.
Oh. I don't know if I need the promo code. Okay.
I had to tell my father-in-law, right? Like, he came over a few months ago. His name is Rich, and he is like one of those old school guys.
I see why you could afford a bidet. He's rich.
He's not though, sadly. It was only about $100 though, but I had to yell at him. I said, Rich, the bidet is not gonna make you gay. I promise you. And he went and tried it.
That was the thing that okay. That was the problem. Oh.
Just so you know, Meathead messaged me back. His answer to, so I'm on stream right now, lost a bet, did the Phalanx Omicron, last red one on my whole Gungan team, also I love you, was... Trivia question, what do you think his answer was?
What do I think his answer was? Ooh, I don't know Tuscan Meathead, but I'd be laughing my butt off. I'd be like, excellent.
His answer was, and he knows me so well, was, his answer was, have you been drinking?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
That's how well he knows me. You don't believe I'm 37? I love it, man. I do. I really do. I am 37. I'm pushing 38. I'm pushing my 40s. It is an existential crisis. I hate it.
Oh, heck yeah, Honda. That's what I like to hear. So my boss was talking about a couple years. I'm in a meeting with the required video on. Oh gosh, how did it feel to live when the world was black and white?
I could tell you so many things. Obviously, the world was not black and white when I was a kid, but Nick at Night was black and white shows, and I loved those shows. I loved watching Green Acres. I loved watching Bewitched. I loved watching I Love Lucy. I loved, what was that one? The Andy Griffith Show. They were good shows, and anyone who says otherwise needs to actually go watch them.
No, I don't say they're bad shows. I just think you're old.
I'm old. I get it. I get it. I understand it, right? But like, well, you could beat me in a Star Wars competition. I think I could beat you in like a push-up competition, right? Like, so. Ouch.
Lose to person, immediately insult weight. Solvent for everything.
Has nothing to do with your weight at all. Has nothing to do with your weight at all. I don't see weight. I'm weight sexual. What I am saying.
Really quick, just to like, Nick, so you don't have to backpedal so hard. One of my favorite responses to win any argument as a fat dude is they say literally anything, and you go, "So you're saying I'm fat?" And they immediately just start backpedaling so hard, and it is so funny.
You know, so I work in a school, and I'm a 1-to-1 aide. And I work in special ed in a gen ed room with 2 women, and the special ed teacher, the regular teacher, and I love messing with them. So like today, they were both like asking for me to do something. One was like, "Oh, can you do this thing?" And the other one was like, "Oh, can you do this thing?" And my first response was, I wish I had this much attention from women when I was single in my 20s. Right? Like that's it. Just that's it.
It's not your weight, it's your arms. Egnards, probably.
My arms. I have like little girl arms. It's fine, but they're all tattooed and sexy. I'm a small guy, but I can do a push-up. Weights, sure.
I'm a big guy, but I can do a push-up. I spend my day essentially just going and moving soda around. So he's the one that does push-ups because I'm guessing you do martial arts, so push-ups are involved.
Well, that's the only reason. It had nothing to do with your weight. It had everything to do with the fact that I do push-ups on the regular. And I was thinking of something I was good at.
Gosh, well, we've officially humiliated Egnards. You know, we mentioned it when we were talking to Arnold, but you know that whole phrase, we'll burn that bridge when we get to it, and we're doing that with every content creator today.
It's you know, it's fine. I love being humiliated. It's kind of like, you know, like those guys who go to like dominatrixes and they love the humiliation. And I won't get any further into that because like your stream is a little more family friendly than mine is. But the more you humiliate me, the more I'm like, I want to talk to Rabid Beaver more. I want to be friends with him.
I'm really curious about your wife now.
But now my question.
Lunacles, I don't know.
This is a really important question for you. You're in like mountain time, and I'm not I don't know where in mountain time, but it's about 2 hours away. I've 2 hours time zone away. I've been to Colorado, which I think is mountain time, if I remember correctly. I'm a big fan. I'm a Denver Broncos fan. Denver, Broncos country, let's ride. If I were to come to within, let's say, 15 minutes of where you live. So not like in a weird way, not like, oh, I'm coming to see you, but like, hey, I happen to be there. And I said, hey, Rabid Beaver, man, come get dinner with me. I'd say a drink. I know you don't drink, but let's say dinner. Would you come get dinner with me?
I gotta say, it was not on my bingo card for 2025 to get asked out by another content creator, but I will say yes.
Okay, here's why I ask.
Shoot.
We did a Reddit meetup. I talked to people from Reddit. I met them up at a brewery nearby. I met somebody in somebody else's guild. They were like, hey, I'm gonna be in New York City soon. Do you want to come hang out? And I was like, yeah, I'll get a beer with you. Last week, literally last week, a guy on Reddit messaged me, and he actually brought me a gift, which is a solo cup, right? Which is cup on a solo cup, and it's hilarious. I love meeting people. So last summer, my wife, she has a group of friends on this community called Quinn. Are you familiar with Quinn?
I'm not familiar with Quinn.
So Quinn is this community. It's not always women, but it's mostly women. It's basically audio porn. And it's like audiobooks, but like erotic, and women love it.
Oh yeah, I've had a book that's been suggested to me like a million times as the best book to ever read. I went and read it. No, it was Fourth Wing.
Okay, yeah, Fourth Wing. Allie loves it. Allie and my wife would get along because every Sunday Allie's like, "Where's your wife in this book?" And I'm like, "Yes, she is reading that book."
Yeah, I was listening to it at work, and I was like, "Oh my goodness."
Yes, yeah. So Quinn is audio porn, and the reason that I know about this, Caleb, is because my wife is into it. She likes that stuff, and I'm secure in myself, and I'm like, okay, fine, you do your thing. I've got my porn, you've got your porn, like, fine, who cares? We're a healthy relationship. And she has her own Discord community, and they met up one day at a Ren fair in Philadelphia, in Pennsylvania. It wasn't in Philly, it was in Pennsylvania somewhere. And she said, do you want to come? And I was like, yes, obviously. And then I said, wait a second, what are you actually talking about? And then she clarified to the Ren fair. And my first thought was, let me message Fat Phil, because Fat Phil lives in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And it turns out that this Ren fair was within 20 minutes of his house. So I said, Fat Phil, do you want to come to this Ren fair with me? We'll go get drunk. I'll buy you mead. We'll leave the girls alone. They can do their own like weird porn Ren Fair thing, and we can just have fun. And he said yes. So I was like, all right, great. I told my wife, yes, sure, I'll go to this thing with you because I have a friend down there. We'll drive the 3 hours. Like, it's fine. I'll go with you. Let's go. A week before this event, he goes, oh crap, I forgot to buy a ticket. They're sold out. I'm going to go on Facebook. I'm going to try to find a ticket. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Of course he didn't. No. I drove within 20 minutes of his house. Not to see him. To go to this stupid Ren Fair. And he wouldn't even come see me.
Yeah, I am not Phil. I'm not Phil.
I like to meet people. I like to chat with people. I like to hang out with people. I like to buy people drinks sometimes, you know? And I know you don't drink, but I would buy you an appetizer. You could have mozzarella sticks on me.
Heck yeah. Like,
so I was just wondering.
Yeah, no, you know Swag Frog at all?
Yeah, he was, wasn't he on the takeover that we did?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
So, when I moved to where I'm at right now, I was, I just got here and there was a convention around here and I was like, oh, sick. I've never been to a convention before. I want to go to this nerd convention. And so I decided to go. And so I put out a poll on my channel. I was like, yo, is anyone interested in me doing content where I talk about some of the stuff that I see there and doing some content there? And, I put out a vote for it and people were interested. And I got one of the comments on it was from Swag Frog. And he was like, dang, I just canceled going. I should have gone. We could have met up in real life. And like I'd worked with him a little bit on his channel. I've done a collab with him early on and stuff. And so I was like, it's like 3 days from when it happens. You don't cancel a flight 3 days away. Like that's no, you don't do that. You live locally, don't you? He was like, maybe. And so we ended up meeting up at FanX and going together and just hanging out for the day.
Did you guys hold hands and frolic?
Oh yeah, I mean that's all we did the entire day.
That's what you should do. I think the interesting thing, like our parents, right? You're a little younger again, but like I'm sure your parents too were kind of like, don't talk to strangers, right? Like,
oh yeah,
right. But now we're in this age where I'm like, I want to talk to strangers all the time, all the time.
Like nothing would. Nothing would entertain me more than going to Star Wars Celebration when it's in LA in 2027 and just meeting a whole bunch of the viewers and other content creators. And
you know what? Hit me up in 2027 because I would consider it, just because like I know Kazgul. I know you don't know him because he's a Reddit guy. He's a text guy mostly exclusively. But he's a good friend of mine and he looks like Bruce Campbell and I'm a big Bruce Campbell fan. Nothing would entertain me more than to do something like that. And I love the idea of doing something like that. And I would probably be able to convince my wife to do that trip. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's like this desperate need to want to talk to people and find out their story. So like I would do it. I would definitely do it. 2020, but I'll forget because I'm old. So you have to remind me and I'll be 40.
I'll remind you. Start saving now. Heck yeah, Astro. That's what I like to hear.
Let's start raising money now. Come on.
You just want your disguised clone trooper.
I want my disguised clone trooper. That's the only reason I'm still here. Is I want my disguised clone trooper. No, I you know what? It's interesting. I know our journeys are different, but like I love when people send me a few bucks because to me it's not about the money. It's about like, oh, I helped this person enough that they felt like this was important.
Yeah.
So I don't know what my point was, but that's anytime I get a tip, that's what it is. It's like, oh, I actually made a difference in this person's life, even if it wasn't like important in the grand scheme of things. Caleb, I would love to be Sean. What's his name? Hot One. Sean Evans.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I would love to be Sean Evans. The only reason I want to be famous is to be on Hot Ones. Like, I love hot sauce. I love hot foods. That's the only reason that I would want to be famous.
Just to do hot ones. I mean,
just to do hot ones.
You could come on with us and do Swago Fish.
It wouldn't be fun because I enjoy hot foods.
Yeah, I mean, if you can find hot sauces that would be hot for you, then yes, but...
Well, the hottest sauce, not the hottest sauce, but like the most annoying sauce is probably like the bomb. Have you had that one?
Yeah, no, that's my hottest sauce that knocks me out if I try it twice.
So the bomb is the sauce that I use. I don't have it. I would literally take a shot of it right now if I had any more left. But the bomb is the sauce that I use because it tastes so bad to spice up other things. So like if you have like a barbecue sauce that you want spicier, you put like a tiny dab of the bomb in it.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes the barbecue sauce much hotter. If you want wings that are super hot, you put Frank's Red Hot and just a tiny dab of the bomb. I just love hot things. And so like there's this ramen place by us that has spice levels 1 to 10. And when I go in there,
I would agree to that, Michael. Just saying. I don't know if Egg would, but I agree to it. A tandem roster review.
I love roster. I mean, I don't know why people like roster reviews, but I enjoy them. Like I do roster reviews.
How far away is Egnards from Disguised Clone Trooper? If we hit, what is that, $80 more, then I'm buying his Disguised Clone Trooper for him.
$80.
Yeah.
I'm down for a dual roster review, but just to finish the point, there is the ramen place by us that has hot sauces from 1 to 10, and my wife asked them, hey, what is like a normal person hot? And the waiter was like, oh, like a 4. So she ordered a 4 and I ordered a 10. And we've been in there like 5 times. It's a newer place.
Yeah.
Every single time I go to this place, if I order a 10, they look at me. They stare at me. And I legitimately have to say to them, I know I'm white. Yes, I'll be able to eat the whole thing. I promise you. Please make it a 12. And every single time it gets finished.
I love that so much.
Like, I go to places, I don't know if he's on right now. I went to this wing place with one of the Reddit guys last Tuesday. And I asked for the hottest wings, and the guy at the bar said to me, do you want blue cheese or ranch? And I said, neither, they both suck. And he said, oh shit, you're raw dogging those hot wings? I respect that. That's hot. You're never gonna make it through. And I was like, I promise you I will.
We have someone...
I promise you.
Like, you know how, like, the whole... Did you watch Shazam by chance?
Yes, I loved Shazam. It was fun.
The bad guy, like, saying this epic thing, and he's, like, way too far away. He's like, huh? What? You remember that scene?
Yes.
Yeah, he just has no idea what the bad guy's saying, and the bad guy's being all dramatic and trying to, like, confront him. I feel like that's happening in chat right now. VAANCED, Vanced?
Vance. That's the guy that we're doing the fundraiser for the Gungies. For every dollar donated, not yet, it hasn't started yet, we ban him for 28 minutes.
Okay, this person is claiming he's not, but he also wants to, like, face off against you. He's looking to take down the Kyber Empire.
It's definitely not Vance, because Vance pays me to log into his account and fix his mods.
Oh, boy, I love
Matt Master coming in with the $20. Egnards needs that disguised clone trooper. His Reddit posts have helped me more than he may ever know. Also, Beaver, you're looking cute as button. Aw, thanks, Matt.
Why are you looking cute? Why is it just my math and you're looking cute?
Because they like you for your brain, but they're here for my looks.
I would take off my shirt, but the shirt I have under it would dox me, so I can't do that.
Okay, let me add that time really quick. That puts us at right about there.
Yeah, let's get him.
Okay.
So this timer, do you take rest to sleep? Obviously, right?
Yes, that is the only time I don't stream is while I'm sleeping.
Okay. Do you eat on stream?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
In fact, we actually brought in a buddy of mine who knows how to cook really well, and we did a cooking section where we taught people how to make curry and we made it for ourselves.
Ooh, Vindaloo? I'm a big Vindaloo fan.
I have no idea what vindaloo means.
Vindaloo's like, it's not the hottest Indian curry, but it's like the hottest Indian curry you can reasonably get.
Ah, okay. Yeah, this is just some basic curry, so I don't know what it is. But the recipe's on our Discord, and we've started, because we started doing cooking streams as member streams for fun. These people seem to like them, and he knows how to cook more than I do, and so he can teach us crazy stuff. We started like a damn recipe section for members.
Ah, okay. All right. I'm a big fan. How do you feel about, I know we got to get into this roster review, but how do you feel about pineapple on pizza?
Okay. I'll answer that question in just a sec. Peppa, how do I feel about joining you in conquering Arnold's empire? The dam's already done it. The Beaver Dam just conquered Arnold's empire. We just forced Arnold to do a Relic 9 Rose Tico on his free-to-play account during the stream. Like, we've won.
Yes. Beaver is autistic, and that's not an insult, but like he knows his Star Wars.
But to answer your question, I do like pineapple on pizza. I know a lot of people are going to get mad at me, but dude, if you have ever tried a Hawaiian pizza with garlic ranch as the base instead of marinara sauce with some extra cheese, will change your life. Best pizza I've ever had.
See, what I find interesting about that is that I love pineapple on pizza also. But I think the reason people don't like pineapple on pizza is because of Hawaiian pizza. And I think it's because the ham that they use on pineapple pizza is just the worst ham possible.
Oh, it is.
And it makes pineapple pizza just disgusting. But if you take chipotle peppers and grind them up and use that as your base for the red sauce, so slightly spicy, not super terribly spicy, but a little bit spice, and you use pineapple and prosciutto and a little bit of cheese, you have a baller pizza.
So I've tried prosciutto on pizza once before. It was a little too salty, but I did have a couple other salted meats on there, and so it might have been just
very, very salty.
Yeah.
But if you have the other flavors between the spice and the sweetness, it works really well.
We'll have to do a cooking stream with this guy, and I'll make my homemade pizzas I like to make.
I'll send you the recipe to this pizza, and if you want him to do it, because it's one of my favorite things in the world, and I am a big fan.
I'm Peppa Pig, second hand to Glurmit, rifle heir to the Kyber throne. Dude, you're asking the wrong guy. I went on Three Scoundrels Cantina, and they're mentioning all this history and stuff, and they're like saying all these different content creators. I'm like, who? And they're like, Cubs fan Han. I was like, I watched a collab between him and Arnold. It's about all I got. Like, I know vaguely of Glurmit, and I know Dank Ideals begged me to do a collab with him for a while, but I just could not get in contact with him because we were having glitches through YouTube, and then on top of that, he kept bouncing in and out of activity as a content creator, so...
I think I'm going... Man, I need my 5 timers club for the Three Scoundrels, because I think I'm going on again this Thursday, but that just happens when my wife is away. I'm like, I want to talk to everybody.
This was Nooch's stream the other day? Oh, is this one of the guys who was spamming Nooch's stream?
Oh, is Peppa Pig one of your family members?
It might be.
It might be. Those are the only people that I'm holding hostage.
Okay, well, I mean, We'll keep an eye on him, but yeah, as long as he's not dropping slurs now, we're good.
So I'm very curious about these roster reviews because I've never done I feel like a tandem roster review.
I haven't
And I'm
either.
curious-
Okay, that's actually not true. I've done it once.
I'm curious if our advice, I guess I'm curious how that works in terms of people giving the same advice.
What do you mean?
Well, I know someone was asking about it, and I know like I have very specific ideals when it comes to roster reviews, and I'm just curious if we'd go to fisticuffs.
Well, that's the thing is I like to talk. Like you like to talk.
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna have a problem. Now, if I was doing
Let's
it,
do it.
if I was doing it with certain people, like if I was doing it with Nooch, it would probably come to blows, because he and I have very different styles, and he has very rigid structure, and I'm okay with the pee-pee here and there. But you and I, we blend pretty good, so I feel like we'd be able to work it out, you know.
Well, I know the difference between like your roster reviews, and I know we talked about this in the past. You try to get people on live, and you kind of like ask people to be on, like, hey, I'm doing roster reviews, like drop your ally codes, whatever, blah blah blah. You have your area on Discord for that.
Yeah.
I have people do it in advance, and I have a line, but I actually make people fill out a form ahead of time, and there's a bunch of questions on that form. And some of the questions are like, hey, who are your favorite characters? Like, how efficient do you want to be? You know, are you 100% efficient, or are you 50% efficient? And I try to keep those things in mind when I do a roster review, because if you're a 40% efficient account, I'm not giving you the most efficient route. I'm giving you a route that's kind of like, hey, this is what you want to do for fun, but also you should consider these things.
Fair. Yeah, so you guys roast my roster. So let's see. I can open up for roster reviews real quick, and we can see if we get any bites.
Well, someone was asking about it. No, I don't know.
yeah.
I wasn't paying attention to chat. They were all trolling.
It
and
was, yeah, there's a lot of trolls right now. Michael,
mean things to me.
Hello.
I smell profit.
Is that my disguised clone trooper right there?
That is your disguised clone trooper right there, coming in from Nexus.
What?
And it looks like you have competition as well.
I'm not big or black, but I can be your boyfriend if you want.
I mean, I think you have to be at this point, right?
Like I'm a fairly small guy, right? Kind of tiny.
One of these
Okay,
days,
I can do this. I can like extend my stomach and look pregnant. Do
one of these days, I'll find
One
a
of
good
these.
big spoon for myself.
Do like a Karate Kid, one of those.
Yes, Steve, that is a cancel, I believe. What is our, so that pushes us over our 1500, which is, we will have a Lightspeed bundle giveaway. What is our next incentive? Let's take a look real quick.
Are you giving away a specific Lightspeed bundle, or is it like a person specific?
It'll be giving out a couple Lightspeed bundles to a couple different people. We'll do either trivia or a drawing, so.
Fun.
Nobody can be bigger than me. I thought it was your big spoon. Matt, you claim that, but I haven't seen it happen. Oh, I mean, I haven't eaten tonight, so yeah, if we hit 1650, one of you guys gets to choose what I eat for dinner tonight. I'll DoorDash it here to my apartment.
Oh, guys, what is in your area?
Quite a bit. I mean, I'm not like in the middle of nowhere for sure. Okay, there we go. And let me add all of that time in. That's another what? 3 hours and 20 minutes.
I just want to see Beaver going forever. Just like he's constant, like 10 years from now, I'm checking in and he's still doing this same stream.
Dude, if I could quit my job and do that, I would. I honestly would. Okay, that's not fully true because I do need time to watch Andor and Tales of the... No, I'll just watch it on stream with you guys. Never mind. Yeah, I'm fine.
I've been watching Andor. Someone asked, what's my next wishlist character? I actually made that known. Clone 99 is my biggest wishlist character right now. And that comes down to, I love characters that are silly, but still a big part, right? And like Clone 99, if you watch Clone Wars, that guy goes to bat for the clone troopers. And I just think he would be amazing for the light side clones. And I think Clone 99 deserves his day in the sun.
Fair. Hey, I figured it out. We have you now. You're mine. Ba-da-la-la-la.
Great movie. Do you know the movie?
Oh yeah, Big Hero 6.
I love that movie. It makes me cry every time.
Fair. How much money would it take for you to quit your job? Actually, not that much. I'm actually looking at quitting for a month so I can focus on content creation for a month. Because I've been just so busy that with my job and with content creation, I've been getting 4 hours of sleep. And so I need a month off just to recuperate as well as get some more content out to you guys. So, yeah, in fact, I just talked to my boss about it as well.
I'm curious, did you talk to your boss about content creation or just like needing a month off?
I mean, she knows why.
Okay,
like,
I was just wondering.
Multiple times. My boss brings it up constantly. Why can't you become full-time? I'm like, because I don't want to. I make money off of content, and it's basically my second job. If I go full-time, I lose in my entire life. I have no social life. I have nothing. Like, yeah.
See, like at my school job, people know that I have like this side hustle, but I don't tell them like, oh yeah, I was on a podcast last night. And they go, what? And I go, yeah, no, I was.
Oh, we lost him. He's bragging about being
a
podcast.
Oh, don't worry about it. You have to find it on your own.
We lost you there for a second.
Oh. I don't tell him. Like nobody knows. And it's not that I'm embarrassed by it, but it's just something that I'm like, I don't need you to know about that. I don't need you to know that aspect of my life because I want to complain about you while I'm doing this.
Yeah, see, they know I do content. I don't go, hey, here's my channel, go subscribe or anything, but they know I do content.
My students are too young to be playing Swaga. They're third graders.
Egnards could beat a gorilla. Sure, Egg, sure. But he was cool and kept it low key. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my manager's actually seen the maid costume emoji. I think I showed it to her because I laughed really hard when I got it. Because I was at work when I got the initial message of someone making it. And I was like, oh my gosh, look at this thing my buddy just sent me.
Yeah, I even like my Egnards hoodie, which is super comfortable. I don't wear it to work. And I don't wear it out. I don't wear it anywhere except really in my house or at the mall. But I've gotten multiple it's the only hoodie people have come up to me and been like, oh wow, I love your hoodie, where'd you get it? And I go, don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's not something to worry about. I need to buy some of my own merch. I've got a PP mug, but I don't have any of the other stuff.
You need yourself, you need a hoodie. You need some kind of like...
Yeah, the problem is
to wear.
I overheat really easily, so hoodies will kill me.
I love a good hoodie. I like to look like a drug dealer.
Would I rather fight a 100 Ugnaught-sized gorillas or one gorilla-sized Ugnaught? One gorilla-sized Ugnaught sounds so much fun. Let's do it. Do I have other interests outside of Sugo? And I'm guessing you're also considering Egnards to be out of that as well. I don't know, Star Wars in general, movies, video games, swimming, music. I'm big into
Are you
music.
a swimmer?
Yeah, I swam all through high school. I love swimming.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Hey, say what you will, but whales move pretty quick through the ocean.
This is not a weight thing. You keep making it a weight thing, but and look, I will be honest. When I look at you, you look like a hairy individual, and I feel like swimmers are usually like clean shaven, just everywhere. So I would not peg swimmer as the first thought for you.
I don't swim competitively in my, late 20s. So
That's fair. That's
when
fair.
I swam, in high school, I would shave everything, of course.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah, that's a
big
good
movie
point,
person.
Steve. Do beavers not love to swim? Like, yeah, I'm a beaver. Of course I love to swim.
My wife and I, we go to the movies pretty much every weekend. We love to go. We have a list. We do it on the cheap. Well, that's a lie because we always order the overpriced drinks and popcorn. But we go to see pretty much everything nowadays.
Fair. I need to start going to the movies again. I stopped after 2020. I need to start going again. I just bought a membership to go like once a month for free. And includes like 20% off concessions. And so I'm like, okay, this will force me to start going again.
It's fun. You know what? For me, because I work 2 jobs, I work at the school. I own the dojo. I do this. I feel like I'm constantly on. So even when I'm home with my wife and like Discord and people are messaging me about math and then like people are messaging me about school, being at the movies, I feel like is my permission to turn it all off. And to be like, okay, phone is off, get to enjoy something.
That's fair. Okay. I like that. Yeah,
If anyone...
Oh, go ahead.
Finish up, yeah. Oh, okay. So if anyone who likes movies, I will tell you as a almost 40-year-old man, last year, there was a movie, We Live in Time. It made me bawl like a baby. I don't cry during movies. I came out of that movie sobbing, like in the biggest tears ever. It was a great movie.
Interesting. I'll have to add it to my list. Yeah, I'm excited to go see, what is the new one that came out? Thunderbolts?
Thunderbolts?
Yeah.
And the other one came out 2 weeks ago. I saw it too. The vampire one, which is really good.
Is it? I know something like Sinners came out or something like that.
Sinners. It was Sinners.
Was it Sinners?
Yes, it was very good.
I saw The Accountant too, and I really enjoyed that one. It was a lot more wholesome than I was expecting.
The Accountant. Oh, I didn't see The Accountant too. I was thinking of The Amateur, which was also very good. I didn't see the original The Accountant either.
I liked the original The Accountant. Not quite the same vibe, but similar vibe to like a John Woo, like John Wick film.
The Accountant reminds me of like a basic Jason Statham movie, where it's just like the name of a profession, and somehow that name of the profession kills people. The beekeeper, the plumber, the window washer.
Yeah, you're not wrong, but it was good. I enjoyed it. Yeah. Anyone want to watch season 2 of Last of Us, or anyone watches it? So here's the problem with Last of Us. I started the game, and as I'm playing the game, I get to like the 3rd level. I'm playing through it for the first time, and my roommate walks in the door and goes, "Oh, I love this game. It's too bad," spoils the ending of the second game. Or the beginning of the second game, rather. And I was like, okay. And so I stopped playing the game. And I was like, And then I started watching the show when it started coming out. And I was like, okay, I'm enjoying the show. And he walks in the room and he goes, "Oh, it's sad that this happens at the end of the first game." And spoils the ending of the first game to me. I have no desire to watch them anymore because, like, same guy spoiled both the beginning of the second game and the ending of the first game. And so I've never gotten through Last of Us, either the show or the game.
Is your roommate there right now?
He's one door over that way, yeah.
Is he someone that understands what you do?
I mean, yeah, he knows I'm a streamer.
Are you friendly?
Yes.
Can you bring him in here?
Oh, he's gonna feel so bad if you yell at him.
I won't yell, but like, can you bring him in here? Like, in good fun. I
Okay.
will talk to him.
I'll see what if he's up to something. Hold on.
Okay. Do we not want to see this, chat? Do we want to see random internet stranger talk to Rabid Beaver's roommate and explain to him about etiquette? Can you like break out your wallets for Rabid Beaver? I don't get shit out of this. I already got my disguised clone trooper. So I make nothing off of this other than Tushy Bidets. And HelloFresh, goodbye spoil. I am a HelloFresh subscriber, so if you need HelloFresh and you want to try it, I figured this would be fun. Everyone dies in Rogue One. I wish I had a bidet sponsorship. The Gungees tried to get a bidet sponsorship. I tried. I did reach out to Tushy Bidet.
Congratulations. You are being rescued. Please do not resist.
Matt, message me on Discord. Tushy Bidet, I'm a big fan. A huge fan of Tushy Bidets. I have one in my upstairs bathroom. The only downside to a bidet is that you feel like a heathen anytime you poop anywhere else.
Look, Jim, he's like, yeah, I don't need to feel any worse for something that I already feel awful about.
Okay, all right, that's fair. I mean, we tried.
Yeah,
We don't want
yeah.
to disrespect your roommate.
Marie's coming with the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, my friend. Congratulations, Harvey Pond, Roy Smith, Tim E, JM Tahita, and K Terror for your gifted memberships. Let me add those to the stuff.
I played The Last of Us 1. It was a really great game. The Last of Us 2. Here's my problem with The Last of Us 2. Without any spoilers outside of what you were already told, is that you play through the game as the main character.
So it's the
Ellie.
therapy to forget the spoilers. Thank you for the 499 pounds, my friend.
And then halfway through the game, you stop playing as Ellie and you play as the other character. And once I got to that point where you had to kind of start over in your skill tree, I was like, I don't care anymore. And I stopped playing.
Yeah, I've heard that the story doesn't work very well because it's backwards, and if it was the other way around, it would have worked much better. And from what I've heard of the story, I feel like that's true.
But like up until that point, it was worth it. And I had it on PlayStation Plus, so it's not like I paid extra money for it. But I am looking forward to watching season 2 because I really did enjoy season 1 on HBO.
Sounds good, Matt. We might do some rivals later with you, my friend. Gosh. You don't play Marvel Rivals. You don't play video games. Otherwise, I'd invite you to and we'd go play while we talk.
You say that. Like I don't play video games at all. I do. I just don't have as much time. I did try Marvel's Rivals. I do have it in my Steam. I didn't find the game to be that interesting.
How dare you?
I played it a few times and I was like, okay, like I've played Overwatch. It's the same thing. I don't see anything different happening here.
PoE. Oh, Path of Exile 2. I have not. No.
I played Path of Exile 2. I enjoyed Path of Exile 2. It's not as good as the original, but I think they'll get there. I've been playing Sons of the Forest, actually. Sons of the Forest.
Oh, it's a survival game, right? Horror survival?
Horror cannibals.
Yeah.
I've been playing that with my graphics guy, Moonborn. German guy, very fun guy. I'm good friends with him.
Yeah, I still need to reach out to him.
Night.
I completely forgot to reach out to him, and then I haven't thought about it except for like sporadic times in the last like 6 months.
He just figures things out. Like I just say, hey, I don't know if you know how to do this, but can you do this? And he goes, I don't know how to do this, but I will figure it out, and he does.
Sick.
But we try to do a game night like once a month, and we've been playing Sons of the Forest.
Fair. Yeah, I'm not a huge person. Like, I don't play a lot of survival games. They're just, if there's not a clear-cut goal and not a good story, I'm not going to play it on my own. And if it's online with friends, survival games, you're not playing with your friends a lot of the times. You're kind of, you're playing Terraria, one of you's digging the elevator down to the bottom of the map, one of you is fishing. Like, none of you are actually doing anything together. So I prefer those games where you work together with your friends, co-op games, things like that. So
in the original stream before your power outage, you were talking about like playing Halo with your dad, right? Like for me, survival games, during COVID, my brother is 10 years older than me. He lives about 4 hours upstate. We don't get to see each other very often. That was like our thing. And the part of it was that both of us had extreme insomnia during COVID. So like I would go to bed at midnight and wake up at 2, completely awake. So I was getting 2 to 3 hours of sleep a night. And that was with exercise. Like I broke 2 treadmills in my apartment during this time. I was running,
dang.
Some days I was running 15 miles on my treadmill. So it's not that I was not exercising. I was just, I don't know, I'd go to bed and I'd wake up. And we would play survival game because he was having the same problems.
Interesting.
So we would play The Forest, we would play Age of Conan, we would play Ark. And you're right, sometimes we would be on at different times, but other times I'd wake up at 2. And at 2:30 in the morning, he'd pop on, and we would just like chat and play the game, while we were both like, we know we should be in bed right now. So I just have this soft spot for survival games.
I mean, fair, yeah. Everyone has their thing, and you know, some things are not for other people. Like I got a buddy who loves Terraria. I'm just like, yeah, I'll play it for a week, and at the end of that week, I'm not going to touch it again for another year.
Games like Terraria and Minecraft, I enjoy for like short spurts. Like if you're playing with a bunch of friends, right? You're like, yeah, let's play this for a little bit, and now I'm done.
Yep.
Are you doing your fleet climb?
Just the daily battle, essentially. My dailies are ready.
Oh, that's interesting. And when I do my daily battle, I just do a arena battle, and then I cancel out of it. I don't even bother to finish.
It's what I used to do, but like half the time they don't knock me out of my top spot if I do this during my dailies, and so it's like, oh, I can just do this, and then I don't have to worry about doing my fleet climb the next day. Yeah, for the most part, I think you're right, Matt. I like games of all type, but it really depends on, you know, how much am I...
Well, it depends on the game, right? Like, I love platformers. There's platformers games I like. There's roguelikes I like. There's survival games I like. There's RPGs I like.
Yeah, like, I'll still play a survival game. A lot of it comes down to, am I playing it with friends? That's kind of like my go-to...
That's what most of my gaming now outside of Swooga is like I'll play board games with friends. Like I'll real friends will play like Ticket to the Ride, or we'll play Pandemic.
I mean, we played it once, Peppa.
Or we'll play Terraforming Mars. You know, we'll play like these dumb board games that they've made into video games because we can't like get together.
Yeah. Yeah, like, I have my preferences, obviously. There, like, I always need at least one game that I feel competitive in, and right now that's Marvel Rivals. And then, you know, I have my staple. I like story games, and so there'll be a story game that I pick up every once in a while and play. Most of the time, though, I'm just a social gamer, and I kind of play whatever my friends do, just because I don't have a lot of time. But the couple games that have kind of, you know, gripped me in the last couple of years have just been a Total War, Elden Ring, which I'd never played a FromSoft game before. Elden Ring, I loved Elden Ring.
Can I pause you on Elden Ring for a second to tell you a quick story?
Shoot.
I hate Elden Ring.
I don't like you.
No, well, hold on. There's more to the story. I hate Elden Ring, and
there's not more to the hate. Just saying.
No, there's I promise you will enjoy this. I hate Elden Ring. I hate Souls games. I hate them so much. And I think if Souls games came out 5 to 8 years earlier, I would have enjoyed them. But they came out at a time where I just didn't have time to invest in them, you know, and to like learn them and to figure them out. And I would play them and I'd be like, this is dumb. I don't want to sit here for 4 hours hitting my head against the wall. And it's very well known in my friend group that I hate those types of games.
Nice.
My best friend and I, we both have the same birthday. And we have this tradition where we, 1,000 push-ups. I can't do 1,000 push-ups, but I'll do 100 push-ups. I don't know. Well, anyway, we go out to a steakhouse every year for our birthday. We leave our wives at home. We just go out for dinner. We don't have birthday gifts. We just get a nice steak. We get a nice dessert.
Really quick, for future reference, Peppa, in general, never donate $1 at a time. It might be seen as a meme to you, but that is an instant red flag, and a content creator, especially on YouTube, that will get you insta-banned because it looks like what you're trying to do is cost me a whole bunch of money by refunding all of those individual dollar amounts. And so I would insta-ban you if you were to start doing that. So not a good idea when it comes to trolling to do that specifically. Anyways.
Yes. So outside of that. So one year, this was like 5 years ago, I decided to get my best friend a birthday gift, which we don't normally do. It was a cocktail smoker. It was actually the same smoker I have right here. I liked it so much when I bought it for him that I got myself one, and he got mad at me. So the next day he bought me Elden Ring, knowing that I hate Elden Ring and knowing that I wouldn't play it and knowing that it would piss me off. I decided, screw him. I sat down with this game, and over the next 2 weeks, I 100%ed Elden Ring.
Just out of spite?
Just out of spite, just to send him a screenshot of the 100% trophy on PlayStation with my middle finger. It was worth it.
Gosh.
It was worth it.
I love that. Yeah, I really enjoyed Elden Ring, especially there's a seamless co-op mod for it that makes it so you don't have to do all the end-game summoning and all that garbage, and so you can just play with your friends, and it ups the stats of all the bosses and everything, and it made it so much fun, and I played through all of Elden Ring. I've probably got a couple 100 hours in Elden Ring.
Yeah, I did the 100% in like under 100 hours, and people don't believe me, and I have a YouTube short of me showing like my YouTube trophy of it, because I've seen people on YouTube be like, oh, that's bullshit, there's no way you could have done that, and I was like, no, look, like it's right there. It's just not a game for me. I don't think it's a bad game, you know.
Yeah,
that's the thing, like I don't think it's bad, it's just I don't like it and it's not for me.
Like Baldur's Gate 3 is one of those ones that it's taken